Hello ladies, gentlemen. Today we'll talk about the difference between functions and relations. Firstly, what are relations? It's quite simple really. A relation is anything with an input and an output, which, you guessed it, share a relationship. Like here, where 3 is related to 2 and to 1, and 2 is related to 3 and to 2 and to 1, as illustrated by the lines.
Exactly. And then we have functions, who are different from relations in that they are more restricted. Each input can be linked to only one output, unlike relations, which means that each x will have only one y solution. When we're talking about functions, it's easier to picture it in this way. Here we have the function machine. As we said, the input x will come from the function f of x equals x plus 1. This is an example function. And it will be transferred. So 1 plus 1 equals 2, and we have only one output.
Yes, as you can see, though this is a function, it's also a relation, since there's the input and the output, and they share a relationship. 1 is linked to 2, 2 is linked to 3, and etc. This one, however, is a relation and not a function, because 2, an output, shares a relationship with 1 and 2 and 3, which can't happen in a function. Clearly, all functions are relations, though the opposite is not always true.
We can also identify a function and a relation from its graph. Here we have relation x is greater than 0 and y is greater than 0. It would be represented by shading all this region. So if we have x1, we also have x, y2, y3, y4, y5, and so on, meaning it's a relation and not a function. And here we have a function, as each x will only have one y. Well, x equals 1 to y equals 1, x equals 2 to y equals 2.
Exactly. It's easy to identify a function through its graph because you can simply do the vertical line test. By passing a vertical line through any point that crosses the function, it should only touch one point. Here, it happens, which shows that this is a function. Here, however, it does not, because passing a line through here would turn out with infinitely many points crossing the line, since in this quadrant there are infinitely many points.
Now that we have learned what the difference between a function and a relation, we will go to the examples.
Test time!
So the first one, we have the points x7, y6, x5, y6, 3, 6, -4, 6. As you can see, this is a function, as each x will have only one y output. The y outputs can be repeated.
Yes, this would be a horizontal line. This, however, shares the x values 0 through all the points. This would be a vertical line, and it would not pass the vertical line test.
In this we have 1, 3, 5, 2, 1, 7, -1, 4, and this will not be a function, will be a relation. The reason it's not a function is because the x values are repeated in these two set of points.
Yes, and finally we have a graph here. As you can see, through this point it's alright, and all over here too, but here we encounter a problem, because these two filled dots indicate that the function crosses both places, and a vertical line placed here would touch more than one point. Thus, it is not a function. Thank you for watching. This is the end of our presentation. I hope you learned a lot.
Thank you.